Before it gets dark, let's quickly check out this spot again, where you can fish really well for whitefish using these new worms. With the latest patch, new baits were added to the game. So, new types of worms. And these worms work really well here at the Tunguska, for whitefish, for Baikal Omal. Look, there she comes again. But of course also for Arctic Omal, humpback whitefish. Broad whitefish also bites from time to time, and Muksun does as well. And that's the one I'm looking for. But I'm also going for the Baikal Omal up there. It's definitely worth it. And right now I'm testing these new baits, so these new worms. Of course, I'm starting by testing them in a double combination, so the same worm twice. Then, naturally, we test crosswise, thick and thin, short and long, and so on and so on. Everything needs to be tested, and eventually we'll have loads and loads of new info on which combinations work well for which whitefish. But that means, of course, test, 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 just like always. And yeah, it's fun. We're still seeing new records pop up here all the time. And here, Sprotty just wrote something. Look here, at 8,100 it said, with 1.5 meter depth. I started here with about 1 meter, and now I'm working my way down bit by bit, especially now towards the evening hours, maybe a bit deeper again, just seeing what happens. And I'm already really happy so far. So that's how it looks. Started with the humpback whitefish. I just made a video about that a few days ago at Balaya. So if you still need the humpback whitefish for the R4 birthday event, how to catch it at Balaya is shown in that video. It's 4 RL days old now. Everything is explained step by step. Here, the humpback whitefish bit several times using the Volkov worm, Volkov or Sura. Both worked well. Also with the Astrakhan, so a double bait combo worked really well for the humpback whitefish. Also, the Volkov variant worked really well on the Muksun. And what's especially interesting is the Baikal Omal, compost worm from Sura and long earthworm from Moscow. And that worked well again here, even bigger this time. So this super rare fish, the super valuable Baikal Omal, if that works on this combo here, then that's a really good sign. Right now, I'm still at around 1 meter depth, and I'm definitely going to try this out again in a moment. Let me quickly close all the bail arms and bring everything back in. That's of course the downside of float fishing. You have to stay active. And the most important time of day is now, because once it's night, it's all over again. So, right now we've got the important time. At night you can still try bottom fishing. Burbot still bites quite well here, and also the Amur cat, that's definitely worth trying too. Or even sterlet, that counts as well. We should definitely also test those with the new worms, because baits like that are likely to be interesting for Amur catfish, sterlet, or of course the burbot. So I'm now setting all baits to 150 again, and let's see. Although this is still the only rod at 1 meter depth, yep, it delivered again. Another Muksun. Okay, so looks like it still works at 1 meter too. And now back down again. We need to keep a constant eye on it here, watching which rod is active. And if it's too much for you, if it gets too stressful, just use one rod less. Or you can just fish with a single pole. That works really well too. And then just actively pull in everything with one rod. This spot here, I think it should be familiar. Whether it's exactly here, or a bit further up, or even right at the dock, you can always cast from the dock too. From this position or at this spot, I've probably already made 5 or 6 videos about it. On the Fire Robin YouTube channel, you'll see a bunch of videos about this region. Always worth checking out. Also worth testing. Down here in this area, or in this section, those areas often work quite well too. But of course, I'm starting with the new worms right here at the known spot, and then we'll work our way through the Tunguska, trying new bait combos. Here I'm changing things again with the Moscow worm, so we've got Volkov and Moscow variants. Oops, yep, got another one on. Very nice. Look at that. Another Muksun, 1.50 meter depth. Let's get that one out quickly. Or rather, cast it back out first, then get the next one in. So yeah, that's the spot. I don't think there's all that much more to say about it. You just have to test it. We'll take a quick look at the keep net in a second. The setups are simple. I'm not going ultra light. Around 9 kilograms, or let's say 7 kilograms is about my limit. I don't go lighter than that, because the fish can get quite big, they fight hard, and sometimes a Nelma bites in too. That can get risky if you're fishing super light. If you want to take that risk, sure, go under 7 kilograms. Less spook effect, but for me, 7 to 9 kilograms is the limit. Right now I'm fishing at 13 kilograms and it's actually really relaxed. Works super well and I'm getting a nice bite frequency. Now let's quickly check the keep net again. 22 minutes so far, and that's okay. For testing, that's fine. At first you won't get crazy high frequency. You have to experiment a lot with depths. But now you don't need to anymore. You already know the depth. Try between 1 meters and 1.5 d meter, and then adjust from time to time based on temperature. Oh, look, Arctic Omul. Also really nice. We'll take that too, of course. Looks great. And it continues. Do we get another one? Nope, too late. So open the bail again, let it drift out again, and we'll check the keep net again in a sec. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 more in, but then it'll be night. And like I said, once it's dark, by 22 or 23, it's basically over. Now it's properly dark, so we sell, or first, let's check the cafe. Let's take a look. These fish are often in the cafe as well. Very nice, 500 grams, 21 silver. We'll gladly take that. The pellet whitefish hasn't shown up yet, but that's a fish that can show up here regularly too. Otherwise, nothing else in here now. But hey, 21 silver, we've got that at least. And this is what the fish market looks like now. So in total, in just 30 minutes, 166 silver. That's totally fine. You can see the Baikal Omul at the top. 27 silver, 17 silver for the Arctic. That's really nice. So in terms of profit, absolutely worth it. If the bite rate is good, you'll make good silver here. And you'll also be able to tick off some of these rare fish. I'm not selling them just yet. I still want to take a close look which worm and bait combo worked best for which fish, whether it was for the Baikal Omul, the Muksun, or the Arctic Omul. I'll check it all in detail, maybe write it down, and then we'll keep testing. If it helped you, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, helps me a ton, and then I'll see you in the next video, or maybe in a live stream. Until then, tight lines.